So, Jason, we have to learn interesting facts about history and certain objects from history. Where's the one place we can go that would give us this knowledge?
I don't know, the internet probably?
Like a physical place.
A Wikipedia page?
No, like a building that would have information about history and architecture and abjada and things like that.
A museum, maybe?
Yeah!
Library?
No, we fucking picked museum. We're sticking with museum. Shut up.
If you want to know more about Chris hurting my feelings, go visit your local library.
Oh, we're going to the Krun.
Musée. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. Musée.
How many strikeouts
Musée
now
Krun.
is that with George and Nico?
I don't think I don't know. Is he trying?
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Or is he trying
isn't
to, like, untalk himself out of her pants? It seems like he's, like... I don't know what his strategy... Does he think if he discusses her enough, it'll come all the way around and she'll be attracted to him?
Sounds like any nice guy on the internet.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink.
Because he's, in the movie The Master with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I thought we were in Night at the Museum.
I thought we were in a Pink Panther movie, which is why we're surrounded by rank racist profiles of French people.
That could also
Pardon
make
me?
sense.
Oui, monsieur?
Bim?
Are you Lobineau?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No.
Him.
I am the deputy custodian.
And
But
also 5
Lobineau
other
was not
characters
here.
if you pay
Well,
attention to my
I
cadence.
wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see...
It's funny that they both had to walk
No.
closer together
Today.
to talk to each other in this large, open, empty museum room.
There's also no echo, if you notice. They're still in that room with the bathtub.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the
Was
uniform
Twilight
that-
written in
They
the
see
medieval
clothes.
times?
They are impressed.
I just shoot
Twilight
The
wasn't even made
cars,
before
they
this
ask me to
game.
punch.
I just shoot
No,
the
no.
people
They
without a
assume
coupon
I
to
am an
enter.
authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar.
I'm
Not
trying to
like
be
Monsieur
humble and you're
Lobineau.
being a total dick.
You know what? Fine. I'm a fucking expert on history. I just don't like to throw it in people's faces.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
I think I found my new catchphrase.
Is that a saying in France, or are you just fucking with us?
It's gonna turn out that the Knights Templar are like very like... I want to say interlinked with sausage, but then I realized you guys would give me shit for that phrasing.
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
That was really the true
Do you
fight
recognize
between
the
the
man in
Templars and the
the photograph?
Assassins.
No,
The
monsieur.
Templars preferred sausage.
reason
The
why I
Assassins
should?
preferred bacon with their
I
breakfast.
guess not.
Then I guess I'm an assassin.
No, I think what it was is the definition of sausage. There's breakfast sausage, and then there's like dinner sausage, which
Like
is
kielbasa and
like
stuff?
kielbasa and stuff. So truly, it was which one of these will be a sausage. So finally, like, fine, fuck it, they're both sausage.
Finally, the Templars won out when their hero, their champion, Jimmy Dean, defeated the Assassins.
Did he do it by hitting them with his motorcycle? I like to live in a world where James Dean he survived. He didn't die. Instead, he just started making sausages.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Why doesn't he show it to a doctor?
I've had too many sausages, guys. You could say these sausages are tearing me apart.
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
This
So
guy's my
you
favorite
have
character.
heard of it.
This guy's my favorite character so far. Every answer he's given is very brief.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
What does
Jesus
this
Christ,
tool
just shake
mean
my
to
hand,
you?
not suck
That
my
belongs
dick.
in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers.
Okay.
You are fucking low rent Indiana Jones over here. It belongs in a museum, but I'm not gonna do anything about it.
He reminds me of a 5-year-old that has just learned something in kindergarten, right? And he asks an adult doesn't know what it is, so he has to tell him everything about it because now he's the smart one.
It belongs in a museum. Oh, I really hope we open one of these artifacts and George's face melts off.
But there's like 4 more games, so he's just faceless the whole time. And then he fights Captain America.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
There's a 3,000-year-old coat
Closet?
inside.
It's a sarcophagus.
You fucking asshole.
Also, most people would be kicked out and fined or
Yeah.
arrested for that alone.
Tut tut tut. Also, he phrases whenever he moves.
Ugly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod picture
He's
on the
practicing being a
manuscript.
figure
A notice
skater.
identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Also, there's no one else here, so...
Wait a minute. I guess... Oh yeah, I think that's it. Oh wait, there's one last thing.
I'm just imagining you smashing the display cases and grabbing shit and running out. Oh yeah, one more thing.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Careful, that window is over 3,000 years old.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
Oh, so now you know something.
Of the sausage guy? We were just talking about him.
No, John Dee. I think he's the guy who makes all those tractors. With the green and yellow color scheme.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee
tells
was
his
the
camera.
most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was,
The amateurs.
that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology.
Psst, no wonder you're so stupid.
Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What?
Someone's
Get
not
it
finding the
out of
Philosopher's
case?
Stone.
Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
So sophisticated, I know absolutely nothing about it.
So, there's an alarm bell.
No, that's a meteor streaking towards Earth.
I was gonna say, is this so we don't steal that guy's barbershop pole that he got from Italy? Or touch his freaky cow with the red glowing eyes?
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
It's so simplistic that if you move the tripod, a giant rock falls on you.
Thanks for your help.
We are taking donations to make it a giant anvil. So we were just in a museum filled with rare artifacts, right?
That don't seem to go together at all.
And a guy just yelled at us that something belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
But we're in France right now. So I suggest we visit Bellog's personal family vineyard. Then we're gonna get Marion Ravenwood drunk and try and sleep with her. So, where to now? We can go to Rougerie or The Café Le Chandelle Verte again.
Let's never go back there.
Okay. I guess we gotta go tell Nico that we found some shit. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi, I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
No, he wasn't there.
How dare he have a personal life?
She could have gone with him. There was no
Probably
admission.
Dead.
Something about his shitty kid having an illness. Fuck him. Fuck everything.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marne.
I have heard of Lochmarn.
What's with the
I read
random
an article about
violin?
the castle. Take a look for yourself.
This is the most romantic
A popular
conversation they've had
gossip
so far.
magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Oh!
Pegram, excavating the medieval
Strike
castle of
out!
Loch Marne. That's
This
strange.
really is the most romantic
He
conversation I've
resigned
had.
his chair at Durham
Is that Steve Martin in the
University
corner?
in order to devote his time
Look
to
at him sitting down there.
Not
in the
only
right corner.
that, but
I thought he had a
canceled
clock
the
on his
filming
chest
of
for a
whole
minute.
Series of
Like, no, I think that's
television
Flavor Flav.
programs. This site at Loch Marne must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same.
Oh, he is a
I'd
clock.
like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Picram's dam is important, why don't you visit Lochmarn?
On my own? I'm not so sure
Anything to
about
get you
that.
out of this fucking
Where is
country.
Ireland exactly?
Where is Ireland exactly?
How dare he give that security card shit when he doesn't know where fucking Ireland is?
Let's take another look at the
Americans.
manuscript.
No, I don't want to. I don't. No, no, thank you.
Gem.
A tripod.
Look there, two.
There's
So,
a
do you
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
the tripod of
a
wisdom or the
reflection in a
tripod of
mirror,
courage?
But the reflection has
Now we know why Ganon couldn't get the Triforce in the other realm, because when he opened it, that sound from that alarm was just too loud. Oh God! Oh! And he just runs away.
Have you found out any more
Not
about the
worth
murders?
it.
Well, it may
Get
be
someone
how-
else to open up
that's
that
how
box.
Ganon sounds?
Yeah.
Ganon, played by Ray Romano.
Second week of July.
Deborah,
They were
give me my
working at the
Triforce!
same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Let's try and shock her one more time.
Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
No chance, Buster.
I have
Jesus.
to go.
She won't even touch your
I'll see you
hand.
later.
Probably because he screamed, "Hey, Nico, shake hands with me!"
He's holding the hand out. You clearly see it,
So we've seen his progression of flirting, right?
if you want to call it that.
Do you think next time it's gonna get so low he's just gonna call her a flat-chested troll? Like how more can this guy strike out? He's insulted her style of living, her home country, her profession.
I think the worst thing he could do now is just be like, "Fuck you, bitch," and then like spill chili cheese fries on her or something.
Now we all know that Ireland is up.
I am truly amazed that she lets him into the apartment at all anymore.
Okay.
Well, dude, England's gotta be so pissed. The England-Scottish border is completely covered by that giant fucking flag. There's gotta be just a constant shadow.
So, good thing we're going to Loch Marne and we're not going to Limerick City, because I don't feel like getting stabbed. That's Limerick City. That's Limerick City. That's Limerick
I
City.
passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne, the castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
I thought it froze there for a second.
We arrived on boat, and a guy in an I Shot JR t-shirt picked us up. Let's go talk to this lad.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid?
That's a
Who the
kid?
hell are you?
Looks like a 5'35" man.
I now imagine that's exactly what Jay Hunter looks like in my mind's eye. I've never seen a picture of him. I email him like twice a week, but no, this is him now. Do I tell him I'm Kendall, or do I tell him that I'm Ming the Merciless?
Is that going to be him introducing himself, you
Yeah.
think?
Rosso's the name. Murder's my game.
If you were
Stabs him to death right there.
Say I'm here to find the truth.
But
Just
sir,
like Donkey
your
Kong.
name doesn't match your picture up there in the corner.
Tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny. Down
He
his
drinks
evil
pennies?
throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home.
And then my
Look,
father
Ma,
drank
says
them.
I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back.
I
That's
might
why
record
run
a
away.
wrestling
Something
podcast
in
when
the
I
grin
get
on his
there.
face told me he
I think
wasn't
his
being
dad is like
strictly
one of the
truthful.
little,
Compared to him,
the little
Huckleberry
imp
Finn was
guys
a
who
candidate
steal
for
your
Ultimate
money
Boy of the
in
Year.
Golden Axe.
He grabbed
He
the
just
loot.
like appears and grabs the loot and runs away.
I was gonna say he grabbed the loot and began to jam on it. Me dad's a minstrel, you know.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
No, I mean like Cracker. I want you to beat me up for no reason.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No,
You fucking moron.
only, what do you want to know? Oh,
You
no.
gobshite.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
Show me the
What is it
money!
you're covering up?
Oh, wrong
Is it
McGuire.
something
Are
you're
his
scared of?
hat
I
and
ain't
jacket
scared
changing
of nothing.
colors, or is it just me?
I'm cutting that joke out. I'm going to cut that Jerry Maguire joke out, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, because his real name's Lizzie McGuire, right?
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I
I'll
don't?
beat you harder than your
Then
dad
I'm
ever
taking
did.
you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
He's a very traditional ghost.
You're not
That
telling
looks
me
more
you
like a
believe
fleur
in
de lis
ghosts,
than a
are you?
ghost.
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall. When
No,
I
The Dig is
hears
by
this
LucasArts. You're
awful
confusing your
noise.
adventure games.
What sort of noise?
We already found a loon.
Horrible snuffling and snorting. Like O'Brien's pig, only worse.
Andy Richter?
It was coming from inside the castle.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking
Really?
for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film.
Jesus
I saw.
did it.
There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's
Jason, you didn't tell me you were in
25
this
that I
game.
am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
See a bear?
It's Raggedy Andy.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did.
I
And
said
a
I saw it with my
fearsome
own 2
sight
eyes.
it
What do
is
you
too.
think?
I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an
I think he has a
old
disease
bent
where he
willow.
can't stop making
I
similes.
hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter.
He's not in school
the
right now
dark.
because they kicked him out
I
of
was
literature
so
class.
scared. Why, I fell off the
Try
bloody
a different
wall.
literary device! Just once!
This guy grows up to be Alan Wake. He has to describe everything with horrible similes.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now. But if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Hey, Professor Pegram, where can I find you? Right here. Oh, right.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
digging for buried treasure.
And dressing up like a ghost.
Gold and
So that Scooby-Doo doesn't find his treasure.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
He didn't wear that. That was
belongs
part
to
of
the
his
killer
fucking
clown
nose.
you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry. I'm keeping this as
I
evidence.
believe that killer
You
clown
should've
might
told
be
the
from
cops.
outer space.
I did.
I saw a
They
film
weren't
on it.
interested.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Yuck. I don't think so.
I'm not doing that because it's icky.
I think we all here unanimously think so. The DNA evidence is probably the soundest evidence you can get in a murder suspect.
Gross.
Oh, gross. There's blood all over these gloves.
This guy wouldn't last a second on like CSI or something.
Why don't we just let OJ go? This is gross.
What should we do with this knife we found, boss? Burn it! Burn it! Oh, God.
Wash it off. Ooh.
Put it in the dishwasher immediately.
Oh my god, is that semen? Oh my god, I'm gonna puke! I quit!
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Are you being racist right now? I just assume everyone's racist now. What a slimy character. I don't know who he is, but I just assume so because he looks like a Muslim.
Ever heard
Everyone
of
in
Thomas
this is
Merlin?
racist.
Or the Gruber
Well, a
Electronics
racist
Corporation?
stereotype.
No?
Who are also racist.
Yes.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
What do
I think they're having
this
two
tool
different
was used
conversations.
for?
Lifting drains.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Work experience course at school. That gives me a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're kidding.
This is the most
you
racist
later,
game
kid.
I've ever
Okay,
played.
mister.
Here in Ireland, we're all chimney sweeps are so of our curse. That, and we spend all our money on potatoes and gauze to cover our hands when we hit our wife too hard.
Like cobbles and chimney, a simpler time.
If we go on a leprechaun hunting quest, I'm going to throw something probably through your television.
Well, I'm just glad because in this episode, Jason Kelly, you've come home. You've returned to your people.
The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. The white whiskers on the bartender's flushed face were like garlands on a Christmas tree. The resemblance ended there. The top of his head was too slick and shiny to act as a perch for a Christmas angel.
I hope so.
It said fairy in the... Nobody puts a fucking fairy on their tree.
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. I'd been taught not to judge people by their appearance or their clothes. or
Really?
the
Have you?
He
When
hasn't-
did you
Nobody
forget
ever
it?
said
Yeah, he hasn't
anything
followed
about
through
runny
ever.
Noses.
He's just saying he was taught that.
I've been taught not to judge people by those things, because instead I judge people by race.
I judge them by the color of their skin or the sound of their voice.
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. There was a vacant look on his
I think George hates
towel-like
everyone
face
who's
that
not
said
from
quite
England,
clearly,
which is pretty sad since
nobody
he's
home.
American.
See, what? Like, that's not judgmental right there?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
I'm just gonna take that shit.
Free souvenirs!
Do you think George is the kind of like an
It was a
Anglophile who
beer-stained piece of toweling.
watches like Doctor Who and shit and is like, why can't I be from England?
Hi there, old-timer. What?
It's a walrus.
You've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
He looks so happy.
No, that's definitely the sage from Ocarina of Time.
Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, This is no ordinary cold.
Pious
It's the
Prig is
hay
my
fever.
Judas Priest cover band.
Halitosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Because I totally fucking shot that priest.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen.
I don't
what
listen to
can
it
do.
either. He's not that good of a comedian.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine.
Oh god, please tell me it's not a
All
goose or a
mine.
sheep.
Do you know Pegram the archaeologist?
That's the
Strangely
scrawny
enough, I
fellow
think
who was
George
poking
could
around
learn
the
some
castle,
pickup tips
isn't
from
it?
that guy.
No, I don't know him.
Like, giving someone a gift, that's a start, even if it is a fucking copper wire shaped like a necklace. At least it's something.
It'll probably choke someone to death or
You
poke them in the eye.
stupid Irishman, don't you know you have to insult a woman's job and race to get down her pants? Oh, I'm sorry, jump down her throat?
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's
Bum,
what the kid
bum,
outside
bum, we
said.
already knew
I
that.
don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You
I'm
can't.
afraid no
It's
ghosts.
not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right.
Does the ghost have like
Nothing
a VIP press
human,
pass and can just
anyhow.
walk in the castle as he pleases?
Ah, the ghost that be haunting that place is the ghost of English oppression. I'm a poet, by the way.
Have
I'm
you
just
ever seen
imagining
the ghost?
him walking
To
up
be
to the
sure.
castle and the ghost
We'd
comes
be
by and
very
goes,
all
ooh, and points to a
describe
no
the ghost?
trespassing sign.
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Yeah, because skunks have fucking wings.
In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
The only skunk I got's in me front pocket, if you know what I mean.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
He also has wings.
Oh,
Another case solved. Guess we can leave
Can
Ireland
you
now.
identify this tool?
no.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
He just
What
picks
does
up
this
2
red
beer
nose
glasses.
mean to you?
Nothing.
Take a look at this ID card.
I don't know anything about it.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Never!
No,
I have 52 more pages of inventory.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Oh, dude.
Hey, would
What's
you
the
like to
first
shake
thing
my-
you're gonna use it for? You can't tell us. Oh,
No,
anything
on
else.
Second thought, forget it.
ooh, swerve.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Instead, I just snot all over the nearest sheep.
I'll see you later. Top of the morning to you.
I beg your
Oh,
pardon.
fucking punch
that's what
him!
you Irish say,
Fucking
isn't it?
punch
Do you
him!
want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Yes!
I was trying to be sociable.
Best character.
Is it a room you're after?
Because we don't have any for you.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
The Undertaker is here?
Yeah,
Have you
awesome.
served any,
No, the Undertaker's coming to pick him up. It's Kane.
clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh no, I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
I guess he didn't
Is
pay his
this your
tab.
first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure
Dun dun dun
or
dun dun.
refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
Those are the same things we want in the characters of our game that we're playing right now, but we don't get any of them.
Let's get Stinko and say more racist things.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Also, I like that I'm in this video game, but they forgot to draw my glasses.
Also, they made you orange.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
What's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
He's always waving things around my face, if you know what I'm saying.
Do you recognize this man?
Usually after
No,
2 to 3
I
pints.
don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't
He
want
didn't do
any
anything
trouble in the
personal
bar.
to you!
If it's a fight you're looking for, see
He
Father
wants to be
Mahoney.
up 1-0.
A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Doyle.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
He sounds like he's miles away. Did you hear his mic?
So, we got a guy named McGuire and we got a guy named Pat. Jesus Christ.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
No, I think his name was Jesus. Jesus was his
May I
name.
borrow this towel?
Sure you can. On one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner. With the hygiene problem.
Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Aw, jeez. Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot.
Oh,
Here's something which might interest you.
It doesn't.
Shut down.
oh, so he's not interested in my tool. What if I wave it around in his face?
Look, I gotta be going. Hi.
I mean,
my name's
after I talk to
Stobart,
everyone
George
else in here.
Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Why is this wax mannequin talking to us?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Yes, I'm a person from history. I'm Kubla Khan.
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic.
Oh,
You're
Really?
an archaeologist.
I majored in
asking us
reanimating
about
with a
the
minor in killing
Excuse
cats
me,
in my
Mr. O'Brien.
basement.
The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with dogs?
Oh, now don't
I
all
didn't know
fight
they'd
over
gone.
George at once.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What
Hey,
he
wait
needed
a
was
minute.
shovels
Aren't you
and a
Gabriel
JCB.
Byrne?
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pop. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what
And they'll say,
find.
ew, Irish, and they'll throw
would
it
be
back.
Arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
If they go to my house, they'll be digging up a lot of flavored condoms.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's?
I don't
dig?
get laid a lot. I just
I
like
tried
the
it
taste.
myself, but that high and
I thought that was buying fruit by the foot.
Incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
Ah, they got one thing right. He said film and not
Film.
film.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it
It's
made
for
of
lifting
aluminium?
manhole covers.
What does this false nose mean to you?
No, you're a clown.
Due to his shocked expression, I can only assume that the
May
Juggalo
I
craze
shake your
has not
hand?
spread to
No,
Ireland
you
yet.
can't.
Good for
come.
them.
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Ah, just like an Irishman, he has his priorities straight.
What do you think of this towel?
He just doesn't
Where's
want to
the fine
fucking
piece
fuck
of
up the
cloth
pub.
if
It's
ever
got
I
a
did
nice
see one?
veneer finish.
That's
You just
surely
want to
come
spill
from
beer
little
all over it. He's being
and the
polite.
Vatican itself.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
Does this security pass mean anything to you?
Well, no.
Padding out the
hesitated.
gameplay.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
No, boss.
That's right, I'm the boss.
Bye for now.
TTFN.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm Shaw. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom.
Ah, yes,
of
the
Loch Marn.
WCW
Oh, no.
Halloween Havoc
I was
Phantom.
talking
Wasn't that
about
Rick
Phantom
Rude?
Opera.
I assume everyone in Ireland is part of OSW Review, by the way.
How can he really claim that whether or not it's a local legend, if he's only asked people literally in this one pub?
But it is a local legend. Like, you can't get more locally if it's just... They meant extraordinarily local legend.
Okay.
Like...
He's asking the public. That's what pub's short for, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable
I
institution.
most certainly have.
Did you
This
know?
is fucking
They were the
Europe, you
originators
idiot.
Of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't
They were
care.
a bunch of wankers,
Are
you're
you
right.
saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Find a different bank.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but bankers, right? Ah, yes, a bunch of bankers who killed a bunch of Muslims who didn't deserve it. And tried to take land that wasn't theirs because some weird hermit riding a donkey told them to.
Well, bankers do generally try and take land that isn't theirs a lot of the time.
Also, they got a bunch of children on a ship to start the Children's Crusade and sold them all into slavery after a shipwreck.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Actually, yeah, that does sound like something a
That
banker
all
would
sounds
do.
like something
Yeah, never
bankers
mind.
would do.
Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Except a fucking ghost.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to
He
stop
dug up
people
Gem
getting
from the
in, Mr. Stobart.
1980s.
But
They're
I
apparently
dare
doing a
say You'll
reboot.
find a way, if you've the will.
See, all you need to do is believe in yourself.
Do you know where I can find
Can
Pegram?
accomplish anything.
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that. There's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out his way.
Paper!
It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Oh, there's a singer.
Do you know where
Unless
Pegram is
he's
gone?
being literal, and then you
sorry
should probably
to
go
make
read
up.
it.
He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
You know, just dealing with this one ghost.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
What do you make of this
The only reporter we
I
like
guess
is
that
April
fucker
O'Neil.
grease paint.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Who doesn't like April O'Neil? This guy's even cosplaying as her. What is that? Rule.
I don't think there is a rule for Waldo.
I was gonna say that's
Rule
that's one of those-
63?
Rule 63.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Rule 63, April
jewel
O'Neil is
mean
fucking
anything to you?
boring.
I'd say it was for lifting manhole covers.
I'd like to shake you by
Well,
the hand.
he didn't congratulate that guy for
Oh,
knowing.
you don't.
Does this towel mean anything to you?
Sure, it's one of Leary's towels. Are you planning on stealing it?
Just borrowing it, if you must know.
Forever.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
Oh,
What
thank
can
you.
you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
Isn't it that fella that tried to shoot Bruce Willis?
Goodbye for now. He wasn't listening.
And neither is anyone at home now.
Didn't we already talk to that guy?
No, I don't think so. I think he's the one guy we haven't talked to. Saving the best for last.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
God damn it.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I
Can
really...
we pan the
couldn't
camera
tell you.
down just a little bit on Fitzgerald, please?
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Not since I killed that kid.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
You're covered in dirt and you're holding a shovel.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves.
So we have two
Time
people
to
here
not
that
pass
don't
out.
drink. At least not here.
That's why they're so mad about that one guy not paying his tab.
He's the only
What do you
guy
think
that
this
ever
tool
did.
is
He's the
used
only
for?
guy that ever came in and
Something
drank.
to do with horses?
Wrong. It's for opening manhole covers.
No one cares!
Really? Well, you learn something every day.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
This
What
game
did
might
this
not
red
be as
nose
racist as we
suggest
thought
to
if
you?
no one in Ireland drinks.
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid. Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
Okay, I meant like literally what does this remind you of? I wasn't doing like a Rorschach test with objects, you fucking idiot.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
I see a butterfly
Nothing.
on a skyscraper.
Check out this pass.
Thomas Merlin? No, never heard of him.
Does this
Check out
matchbook
this
mean
pass.
anything
He
to
just
you?
throws a football.
Ever seen this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald.
The worst thief ever, George.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
He's so mad. Look at him.
I know.
God damn it! I fucking shelled out! Oh! Just so,
He's just gonna keep staring at him.
he's just angry. Look, it's just like he's melting up with his mind. There's this uncomfortable silence for like 15 minutes. Just shake my fucking hand.
No, you know what I'm gonna start hearing?
Like scanners, Fitzgerald's head's just gonna explode.